Hello and welcome to T3 Trainings and Consultancy. This is me, Imran, the lead PMP trainer. I have been training many people since last 3 years before on 5th edition and then 6th edition. It's going to expire, and whenever I conduct any batches for PMP training, I have a very simple question from all of my aspirants and even all those people who are in my direct or indirect contact, that Imran, how to remember processes. For them, I have already created a video and uploaded on my channel, which you can watch. Its name Process Mapping. Once I uploaded, I found out that still there are many people who are thinking or who are worried that Imran, how to learn ITTOs. I was thinking from quite a long time, but I thought still we have 2 months and still we should give a chance to people to pass it as soon as possible. In all my trainings, I always advise students that use Ricardo Vargas or use PMI process charts and put all the processes together and highlight. Highlight what? I always advise them that look, process names you can learn from my process mapping. Regarding TTs, tools and techniques, how can you remember it? There are so many. My answer is always same, that go to each process, put in front of each other or print on one page and just start highlighting all the process or all the ITTOs for those processes. Like for the common ITTOs, you can use green color highlighter. That okay, you will just review it once. For the unique inputs like OPAs and EF, which are almost on all the planning processes. So you know what are OPAs, policies, procedures, governance, EFs, rules and regulations, the regulatory organizations. A part of that, each process would have one or few unique tools and techniques for that specific process, which you can highlight it with a different color, a red color or yellow color or green color or any color you're following up. Mark it up and try to remember. And this is the easiest and fastest way of learning all other tools and techniques. Let me show you how does it happen. I have created two files I'm attaching with the videos. So anyone who is watching the video, they can also download and perform this exercise and earn the PMP credentials before it expires. Let's start. You zoom in. If you look, this is the situation. The first process is develop project charter. If you look, first let me show you the decomposition technique, how to do it. Look, OPA and EF are input to all the initiating and planning processes. Here is OPA, EF, OPA, EF, OPA, EF, OPA, EF, OPA, EF. So if you look in all the processes, we have OPA and EF as an input. OPA and EF, OPA and EF as an input. OPA, EF. All the processes have OPA and EF in common as a planning input. So OPA and EF. Once you have OPAs and EFs, now let's come. What is the second thing which we can do? We have learned process name will always provide you the hint for the output name. So process name is develop project charter. Output will be project charter. Identify stakeholder, stakeholder register. Develop project management plan, project management plan. Now look, project charter is input to identify stakeholder, develop project management plan, plan scope management, collect requirements, define scope. Then plan schedule management. It's not there in create WBS. Then you will not find it here. Then you will find it in plan cost management. Then you will find it in our project quality management. Then you will find in plan resource management. Then you will find in plan communication management, risk management. We have also in our other processes, which is like plan stakeholder engagement and plan procurement management. There is no charter in identify risk process. There is no charter in qualitative and quantitative risk analysis. There is no charter in planning the risk responses. There is no charter in estimate cost. There is no charter in determining budget. There is no charter in develop a schedule. There is no charter in estimate. There is no charter in sequencing also, and there is no charter in defining the activities also. So if you look, all the plans contains charter. So this charter is going to the input to all 10 plans plus identify a stakeholder, and also the collect requirement process. It's going as an input to those charters. So this option is finished. Now if you look, I have common tools and techniques: expert judgment, expert judgment data gathering, expert judgment data gathering, expert judgment data gathering, expert judgment. Data analysis will be done in management plans. If I come to here, data analysis, so here it is, data analysis. And if you look, plan schedule management data analysis, and if you look, plan cost management data analysis, if you look, plan resource management, you will have data representation because you are trying to find out the resources. In plan quality, we have data analysis. In plan risk management, we have data analysis. In plan, we have also data analysis. Plus, when it comes to plan procurement management, we have data analysis. Plan stakeholder, we have data analysis. Meetings are happening everywhere. Expert judgments are happening almost everywhere. But sequencing activities, you don't need to make meetings. You can do by yourself. But if you are planning the responses where you need to build consensus, you need to have meetings so you can evaluate it. So similarly, what you can do, you can start cutting off the things, and ultimately you will have the remaining thing. So now let's come to the unique outputs, unique tools and techniques. Identify stakeholder, data representation. Develop project charter, data gathering. Plan scope, there is no unique, just data analysis. If you come to collect requirements, so we have so many. Context diagram, prototypes, data representation, which is affinity diagram, mind mapping, we can have it. If you come to define a scope, you need to have your product analysis. Product analysis is only here in define a scope. When it comes to create WBS, we have decompositions. Then when it comes to define activities, we have decomposition and rolling wave planning. When it comes to sequence activities, we have precedence diagramming method, leads and lags, and dependency determinations. For estimations, we have analogous parametric bottom up. For schedule, we have what critical path method, resource optimization, leads and lags. Here again we have it, and a schedule compressions technique. Then when it comes down, we have again estimation, analogous parametric bottom up, and we need PMIS. For determining budget, we have historical information review. It's only available here. It's not anywhere. Funding limit reconciliation is not anywhere. Financing is not anywhere. You will find it. Cost aggregation you will not find anywhere. So these are specific for this process. Then it comes to plan quality. Again, we have decision making skills. We have test and inspection planning. You will never find in any of those processes. Plan resource management, you have organizational theory. You will not find anywhere else. When it comes to plan risk response, we have strategies for threat, strategies for opportunities, which is escalate, accept, avoid, mitigate, transfer, share, enhance, exploit. So these are only for the risk. Contingent response strategies, management reserve strategies. Quantitative, we have what representation of uncertainty, where we will use decision tree or other diagrams. Qualitative risk analysis, we have risk categorizations, low, medium, and high. Identify risk, we have prompt list. Stakeholder engagement, we have again data representation and stakeholder analysis. Most importantly, the stakeholder analysis also, when you will be performing it, identify a stakeholder to find out they are which unaware, resistant, neutral, supportive, or leading. Procurement management, if you look at the tools and techniques, we have what source selection criteria. These are the unique inputs. So similarly, there are some unique outputs also for those processes. So here it is for the initiating and planning. Now I will take you towards executing, monitoring, and controlling and closing. Okay, so we have executing, monitoring, and controlling, closing on our second sheet. Here it is. The first process is what direct and manage project work. So the same thing, where we have OPS and EF, you will highlight it, and where you don't have it, you can mark it that look, I don't have EF in managed quality. I don't have OPAs and EF in other processes, like we don't have EF in control scope. We don't have OPA and EF in validated scope. So you will find out by yourself after printing those things, and you can gather the resources, so you will not feel bored while listening to my video. Similarly, when it comes to the tools and techniques, we have PMIS for direct and managed project work. We have knowledge management for managed project knowledge, or also information management. Quality tools are very easy, you will understand. We have audits, we have design for X. Acquire resources, you will have tools and techniques which is your pre-assignment or virtual team you will never find anywhere. When it comes to develop team, co-location you will not find anywhere. Then we have training requirements, develop team. Individual assessments, develop team. They are unique for this process. When it comes to managed team PMIS, we have it. Then in communications, we have communication skills. We have reporting. We have communication technology and communication method, which is sender, receiver, encode, decode, and feedback. Then it comes to implement response, just only interpersonal skills. Bidders, conferences for conduct, advertising, conduct procurement. Then we have again communication skills in manager stakeholder engagement, ground rules most importantly. Then we have in monitor and control decision. So if you look in monitor and control, you will always have decision making, and you will always have meeting, and you will always have expert judgment. For change control, you need to learn about change control tools, in which scenarios change will happen. Then control schedule, we have critical path method, resource optimizations, leads and lags. Control cost, we will have TCPI, unique for that process. When it comes to control quality, test product evaluations, so you can know where you are standing, and inspections most importantly. Control resources, the unique one is what? Problem solving. Monitor communications, we have our SOIM data representation and unique inputs and outputs with the same tools and techniques. Monitors or monitor risk, we need to audit. So audit is here and also in the manage quality. Control procurement, we have claims administration only available here. Inspection we also have in control quality. Audits we also have in manage quality and control quality. Then we have stakeholder engagement. You need to have your communication skills and interpersonal skills. Close project, the tools and techniques are same, unique, but these are the inputs and tools and techniques. So if you will print them, you can print one by one. If you cannot fit it in A3, or if you want to print them on A4, just print it on your wall and then start using highlighters. It might take 2-3 hours in one day time. Like, okay, I explained it because I knew all the things. While you are learning, you may not know all the things, so you can just print it over and put it on your wall and start using the highlighter and start mapping the processes. Once you will do it, within 10 to 15 days, you will be ready for exam, because I'm sending you the reviews videos for each chapter. You can have these things available, plus I have sent you the plan how to solve questions of which author and how in which sequence. Thank you very much. Wish you best of luck. Hopefully you will be certified before the exam changes. If not, then we'll see in January. Best wishes.